Welcome to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, the show that brings you man-on-the-street interviews, celebrity guests, groundbreaking research, and heartwarming stories about the reasons we smile. Our show is also known as everything you've always wanted to know about dentistry, but were too numb to ask. Hello, I'm General Dentist Dr. Kvitko, and thank you for joining me today.
The following views and opinions do not necessarily reflect those of this station, its staff, management, or parent company. To hear a replay of this show or one of the great shows that previously aired, log on to thereasonswesmile.com or iTunes, keyword Dr. Kvitko or The Reasons We Smile. Listeners should not use Dr. Kvitko's comments and advice in place of an actual dental exam.
Brighten your life with a smile that shows the professional touch of Dr. Kvitko.
Time now for The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko. Call 459-9769 to discuss your dental issues. Now, here's your host, Dr. Kvitko.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Reasons We Smile. I'm Dr. Kvitko. This is episode number 623. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah starts today. Happy Kwanzaa, which starts Thursday, the 26th of December. And Merry Christmas to those of you that are about to celebrate Christmas on Wednesday. Actually, if you're like me, on Christmas Eve is when we're getting together with our kids and their significant others. So, all right, it's a wonderful season, and I know summer people are sad because there's not going to be snow for Christmas, but I think through the magic of Santa Claus, he'll be able to still land on everyone's roof, don't you think? All right, so anyway, before we get started, let me remind you, if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, it's at Dr. Kvitko, and if you'd please go to my office Facebook page and like us, that would be awesome. Also, all past episodes, complete with video, are available at thereasonswesmile.com, and we're streaming live on Facebook. Okay, so the title of today's show is, If All You Want for Christmas is Your Two Front Teeth, and maybe the other 30 as well, here's what you do. So here's what you do if all you want for Christmas is your two front teeth and the other 30. Okay, oh, and that reminds me, I had a woman in her 70s, I think late 70s, who fell and pushed the front tooth and the one next to it backwards, like almost knocked it out, but cut her lip, went to the emergency room, they stitched up her lip, but they couldn't do the teeth. She came to me and I was able to kind of wrench them or click them back into position. We put a splint on for a couple weeks, and they're all looking really good, other than that one spot where the gums tore. But there's somebody who wanted her two front teeth, right? And then there's this other patient of mine who was in a terrible car accident on January 25th of this year, and her airway was collapsed, and at one point when they had to do an emergency intubation to get an airway open, they actually snapped off one of her not the very front tooth, but right next to it. And so I think everybody wants their two front teeth, and I think most of you want the other 30 as well. So if you are one of those people, here's what you do. All right, first and foremost, and you would think this would be obvious, but sometimes it's not. Thoroughly brush your teeth 3 to 5 times a day. So it's got to be thorough. Can't just be 3 to 5 times a day or 10 times a day. Has to be a thorough cleaning, meaning every surface of every tooth has to get clean. And in order to do that, you have to think about what you're doing. You can't just do that mindless, brainless, eyes closed, scrubbing that brush around a little bit inside and out, and then thinking you're done. You have to physically think about, did I get the upper right side? Did I get the outside of the upper right teeth? Did I get the inside of the upper right teeth? Did I get the outside of the upper front teeth? Did I get the inside of the upper front teeth? And you get the picture. And don't be afraid to brush your teeth at work, in a restaurant bathroom, etc. If there's a sink, you can brush your teeth. So when people say, oh, I can't brush my teeth at work, it's like they don't have a restroom there. Every place has a restroom. They're required by law to have a restroom, right? So you can brush your teeth there. I'll have to tell you, at my office, I don't leave the house without brushing my teeth. But apparently, half my office staff, they do. Because what they do is after they have their morning coffee or at the office, or they have a donut or a bagel or something, they're all standing around brushing their teeth in the sterilization area. There's 3 or 4 of them all with their mouth closed and then moving the brush around, and it's actually kind of funny. I thought it was just a second brushing, like after breakfast, and I come to find out they all leave their house without brushing, which I think is weird, but hey, they're taking good care of their teeth. And you can start a new trend. you don't have to worry about somebody thinking, you're a terrible person for brushing your teeth. Maybe they'll start following you. Maybe they'll start brushing. Now, when you eat foods, if you can avoid eating foods that are sticky, things that stick to your teeth, like raisins or soft white bread or sticky candy, or even Cheetos get kind of stuck down in the little grooves and valleys, right? And noodles, Or if you do that, you need to follow up by brushing, or follow up with some food that actually is kind of self-cleansing. So if you want to do a little test, have a sandwich with white bread, maybe peanut butter and jelly, and then you'll notice there's some stuff in your teeth, and then follow it with a carrot, raw carrots, or raw celery, and you're going to see that the teeth are designed to be self-cleansing. It'll get the stuff out. All right? Oh, something else that's very, very important, besides the brushing and the sticky foods, is flossing. Okay, now you actually have to floss correctly. I'll have to tell you that a lot of people don't understand how to floss. They take the floss, they click it down in between the teeth, and then they click it up, and they think that's flossing. Well, that's not flossing at all. That's just making that little sound. The flossing comes from when you put the floss down between the teeth, you wrap it forward to create like a letter C around the front tooth that you're in between, and you rub it up, pull up, and then maybe even slide the floss out to one side so the food comes out. And then the same area, before you even pop out, you want to take that floss and pull it in the shape of a letter C back towards the back tooth, the other tooth that is involved in that same area, and rub up several times, because you're really trying to clean the area that the brush couldn't, It's very important to get every surface of every tooth clean. And if you do that on a regular basis, if there's no food in there for the bacteria to thrive upon, they're not going to thrive, and they're not going to grow, and they're not going to create the acids that cause the tooth decay. So that's really those are the biggest things. Now, I forgot to mention when we started the show that in about, normally I say 10 minutes, now I'm going to say about 5 minutes, you're going to have a chance to win free flowers from DeSantis Florist. And so it's called Dr. Kvitko's Question of the Day, and if you listen carefully, you're going to have the answer. We try to make it easy, try to make it intuitive. You're not going to have to think a lot about what the answer is. But so what I'm doing now is giving you basically the answers to that question of the day that's upcoming, okay? Another one that you're going to want to do is make sure you see your dentist at least 2 times a year. Now, we love it if you come to us, come to Dr. Kvitko and Associates, but I know that's not possible if you live in Florida. So everybody else, though, should be able to come to me. But if you, Cleveland's not too far to drive, right? But anyway, now, why is that important? Because we're going to see things that you don't. We're going to catch things that you don't even know you have. And we're going to be able to point out if you're not brushing properly or thoroughly or often enough. And we're going to help you keep all of your teeth for a lifetime, especially those 2 front teeth now that it's Christmas, right? So that's very, very important. And, but I do want you to keep this in mind. Just because you're coming to see me or my hygienist, Christine, twice a year doesn't mean you can slough off brushing at home. You still have to brush, because think about it, there are 365 days in a year. Actually, next year there are 366 because it's a leap year. And if we only get 2 cracks at you, the other 364 days of 2020 are up to you. Okay? So you can't just figure, hey, I'm getting my teeth cleaned twice a year, I'm good. You're not. We're going to be there to help you, maybe get the calculus that has formed because you didn't get the plaque off well enough, soon enough. Plaque calcifies, becomes calculus, which people think of or call tartar. But and we'll get that stuff off that you can't, but you have to do it for you. Oh, and if you're a kid, by the way, I don't know, somebody under 18 and your mom or dad, or they're kind of always on you about brushing, and you're thinking to yourself, I'm just a kid, I don't have to worry about it right now. I'll start brushing later. Well, before you know it, you're going to be 18, and you're going to go, oh man, I should have been brushing these last 5 years. I should have been taking better care. And the other thing is I try to get young people to think about it differently than they think about. Like, don't do it for mom or dad. Don't brush your teeth for mom or dad. They've got their teeth. They're going to be able to chew no matter what you do. And smile and speak and laugh and kiss, right? Those are, our smile does so much for us. Do it for you. Do it for you. You're the only one that is going to be harmed by not brushing, not flossing, and maybe avoiding the dentist because you don't like going. Your mom and dad, they already have their teeth. They're already going. They already have it figured out. But you need to do it for you, not for mom. And some people, young people, well, they don't want to do it just because it's going to make it seem like mom won this argument. You know what? If you don't do it, you're losing the argument regardless. So, and by the way, I was one of those people that thought, I got plenty of time when I was a kid. That's why I brought that up. So anyway, all right. So now, you want to avoid foods that stick in your gums, like the hulls or shells of popcorn and peanuts and other types of nuts. I had a gentleman, he's been coming on a regular basis, just by a word of information and interest. He happens to be a UPS driver. And I thought of that because of how crazy the UPS drivers, the FedEx drivers, the USPS people are going right now. And he thought that his orthodontic retainer, which was on the back side of his upper front teeth, a wire bonded there, he thought it had come loose because he could put his, he could feel something sharp with his tongue. Now, we didn't put the retainer on. He wasn't one of the people that we did their braces for, but because we do ortho, we were very well versed in it, and so I said, well, he thought maybe a piece of it's like braided wire, this wire for an orthodontic retainer. He thought maybe it had come unwound and there was a sharp piece of wire poking him from behind, and I could feel something. So we decided to go ahead and not take it completely off, but disconnect it from a couple teeth just so I could get in there and see and feel. And what I found, believe it or not, was a popcorn hole. So that had gotten shoved under his gum. It happened to be behind the wire. It was bothering his tongue. He could feel the sharp edge of his tongue, thinking the wire had come unwound. And luckily for him, we knew how to do ortho, so we were able to disconnect that, get the popcorn hole out of there, and then rebond his wire back into the position that we found it, and all's well. But in that instance, it actually cost him a dental visit to come in and have that done. Because I'm not saying don't eat popcorn, because I eat it too, but you do need to be careful and be aware that is one of the things that can happen, and if it happens a lot, maybe you should avoid them. Maybe you should avoid it. I don't know. Okay. So like I said, you were going to have about 5 minutes ago, I said you're going to have 5 minutes, and we're going to do Dr. Kvitko's question of the day. You're going to have a chance to win free flowers from DeSantis Florist. If you want to pre-program that phone number into your phone right now, it's 614-459-9769. 614-459-9769. But before we do the contest, we'd like you to listen to this.
This station will not be held liable for any contesting during The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko. Participation in the contest allows Dr. Kvitko to record and broadcast your name and call. One winner per household. Prizes are non-transferable, cannot be substituted, and are subject to taxes and fees. This station cannot be responsible for the inability to enter the contest, whether due to equipment malfunction or telephone difficulties. All decisions of Dr. Kvitko concerning this contest or eligibility are final.
And now it's time for Dr. Kvitko's question of the day.
All right, and so if all you want for Christmas is your 32 teeth, what are some of the things you should do? A, first and foremost, thoroughly brush your teeth 3 to 5 times a day. B, avoid foods that can get caught in your teeth. C, make sure you floss away anything that gets caught in your teeth the minute it gets caught. Or D, see a dentist at least twice a year. Or how about E, all of the above? Okay, folks, how about E, all of the above? All right, the winner's going to receive free flowers from DeSantis Florist. They'll be delivered to your place of business this Tuesday afternoon. The number to call, 614-459-9769. That's 614-459-9769. So go ahead and call now.
You won't believe it though. I want to hear your mind. And there's nothing else in the world tonight. She said people don't take the time. Hey, people don't take the time.
Hey, what's going on? It's Keith Carlos, winner of America's Next Top Model and star of Chocolate City 2. You can look for my smile courtesy of Dr. Kvitko on the CBS television network, where I play Danny on the hit soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful. Stay tuned to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, the world's most interesting dentist.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kvitko, general dentist and host of the Reasons We Smile radio and road show. Did you know that you no longer need to visit several different dental professionals to get more complete dental care? We handle everything from cleanings and orthodontics to restoration, implants, and smile makeovers, all in my office. Get the most advanced technology and procedures available today. It's more complete dentistry.
Visit worldsmostinterestingdentist.com for more info about Dr. Kvitko.
Dr. Kvitko! Let's go!
Hi, I'm Johanna, and I've been a dental patient at Dr. Kvitko and Associates for over 10 years. I would really recommend Dr. Kvitko for your family's dental care. They're friendly. They're always there to help me. I feel like family when I walk in the door. It's clean, it's comfortable. Even if I have to bring my kids, they have a great playroom for them. I know when I'm with Dr. Kvitko, they are taking that extra time to make sure that I'm going to be the healthiest I can be. They've been great. I love them.
Call Dr. Kvitko and Associates today, 614-262-9588.
Hi, this is Richard Simmons. Dr. Kvitko's here, and he's going to help you with all of your problems. Are your teeth yellow? He can fix that. Are you missing a tooth? He can put a new one in. How is that?
That's very good. Thank you, Richard. All right, we're back. We're doing Dr. Kvitko's question of the day. We flipped the coin on which line we should go to, and it came up June. Hey, June, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. Thanks for listening, and thanks for calling. How about that? What is the answer to Dr. Kvitko's question of the day?
E, all the above.
Yes. Would you like to have your 2 front teeth for Christmas and forever?
Oh, absolutely.
And all the rest of the other 32 teeth?
Yes.
June, what do you do for a living, or what did you do?
Well, I'm retired now from a bank.
Retired from a bank. Okay, counting other people's money.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, hey, thanks so much for calling in. Stay on the line. We need to get the information where to send those flowers, okay, from DeSantis.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Okay, if you're just joining us, I'm Dr. Kvitko. This is episode number 623. It is, what we're doing is, if all you want for Christmas is your 2 front teeth and maybe those other 30 as well, we're giving you hints as to how you can accomplish that. And so the next one on my list is avoiding foods that are hot enough to burn your tongue, your palate, and your gums, such as pizza, soup, and other foods that are too hot. Why is it that when we pick up a piece of food with our hands, it's that it's too hot to hold? You ever done this? You pick it up in your hands, it's too hot to hold, so what do? You throw it in your mouth. I've done that before. It's like, oh, wait, it's pretty hot in here too, so then you kind of have to spit it out. Sometimes I guess it's not quite that hot that you have to spit it, so oh well. Okay, now another one, and this may sound odd, but in order to have healthy gums, it's important to eat a balanced diet, minimize stress, and get the proper amount of sleep. I'm not talking about me apparently, but I am talking about people in general, and I should do better. Because here's something that happens. If you don't do those things, you can get what's called acute necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis, also known as ANUG. And ANUG eats away at the gums between your teeth, and that little area of the gum between your teeth is called the papilla. It's a little pointed piece of gum, right? And once this happens, once you get ANUG and it starts to eat away at those papilla, they become blunted, and they never grow back to become a point. They don't get lost completely, but you have what we then refer to as a black triangle, which is unsightly, especially if it's in your upper front smile. So, and I've had several people over time, in fact, one not that long ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, had ANUG, beginning stages, so their papilla wasn't blunted too much. But when you come in with that, my recommendation or my treatment is I tell people, okay, you've got to get more sleep. Try to minimize your stress, whatever it is that's going on in your life. If you're able to get away from it, if you're able to, move on from it, do so. And then I have them take a multivitamin, but I also have them take some vitamin C tablets, like 2,000 milligrams a day of vitamin C. Helps with healing, and it's a water-soluble vitamin, so it doesn't matter how much you take. What your body doesn't need, it'll just be go out in your urine. And the other thing that I'll do, not just tell you to take that, but will do like root planing and curettage. I will thoroughly clean every spot in your mouth, above the gum line, below the gum line, get anything out of there that's now causing this irritation. So, to summarize, minimize stress, get the proper amount of sleep, eat a balanced diet, and if you want to maybe kind of be proactive, you could take the same vitamin C regimen I just mentioned as a precaution, again, because you can't take too much of a water-soluble vitamin. You just have to worry about it when it's the fat-soluble vitamins. Okay? So, let's see. I've got one more, I think, before the break. Maybe two. Okay. Drink fluoridated water. Just drink it. Don't worry about, don't avoid it because there's fluoride in it. Fluoride is the most successful public health initiative ever. It's the best way to prevent tooth decay, especially in children whose teeth are developing. Don't accidentally drink water without it, and that would be if you drink bottled water, you don't have fluoride in it. It would be if you have one of those filters on your water, your tap at home, whether it's Brita or other brands. They take out ions, and fluoride is an ion. So make sure that your kids, at least, are drinking fluoridated water. That means mix up their Kool-Aid or your formula with the tap water so they get the fluoride. It's very, very, very important. And the kids that don't have this, we can spot in a heartbeat. They walk in, they have 4 or 5 cavities. And in an otherwise, upper middle class family that seems to do everything else right. It's like, how did my kid get cavities? Well, you took the fluoride out of their water, even if it was accidentally. Okay. On that same note, if your dentist is offering a fluoride treatment like we do at your cleaning appointment, take it. It's only in our office, it's like $19. That's about a tenth of a medium-sized filling. Just do it. It doesn't matter if your insurance covers it or not. You're going to be money ahead down the road because your portion of whatever fillings you're going to have to pay for is going to be a lot more than $19, So, okay. And then don't bite your nails. I actually just clipped my fingernails this morning, and so that one kind of came to mind because your teeth weren't really designed to be biting into a bunch of things. Yeah, maybe when we were cavemen, cavewomen, that's all we had. But we have implements now. We have fingernail clippers. The other thing you should do is don't open packages with your teeth. Don't open those little ketchup packets at the fast food restaurant. I'll have to tell you that I used to do that. And then I'm looking around the room, at Wendy's or McDonald's or Burger King, and I'm seeing all these little kids opening these ketchup packets, and I'm seeing grandmothers and grandfathers, and I'm like, how come I'm biting these things open? They must be easier to open than I thought. And guess what? They are. So don't use your teeth for that sort of thing. Don't open bobby pins and that sort of thing, okay? All right, looks like I'm up against the break. You're listening to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, and we'll be right back.
You can take me as I am, not just a little bit. I don't know who to be. I'm a paper cup, baby, of the sea. I know you see it too, 'cause you're too much for me.
This is Clark Kellogg. Stay tuned for more of Dr. Kvitko.
Estás escuchando con Dr. Kvitko aquí en su estación favorita.
Hi, I'm Dominique Reichert. Like what you hear? Why not use the show to promote your product or service by becoming a sponsor? Call 614-262-9588 to learn how. That's 614-262-9588. Call now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kvitko, General Dentist and host of The Reasons We Smile radio and roadshow. I've been honored to help several famous people get a perfect smile, like Keith Carlos and Dominique Reigard from America's Next Top Model, and Ted the Golden Voice Williams from right here in Columbus. Isn't it time you had a celebrity smile? It costs less than you might think, and most of the time, it can be done in one visit. A new smile can make a world of difference.
Visit worldsmostinterestingdentist.com for more info about Dr. Kvitko.
I'm Grandpa, and I go to Dr. Kvitko, and I still have all my teeth. Real ones. Where's my glasses?
All right, if you're just joining us, I'm Dr. Kvitko. This is episode 623 of The Reasons We Smile. Today we're bringing you an episode that is, if all you want for Christmas are your 2 front teeth and maybe those other 30 in the back as well, then listen in because we're giving you hints to do that. Okay, the next thing on our list is don't try to bite open those mostly unpopped kernels of popcorn. Can't tell you how many people crack a molar doing that. And they're tempting, right? because I've done that too. It's tempting. I don't know what it is about not being able to throw away those unpopped or mostly unpopped ones, but it just seems like a waste, right? So then you're trying to crack them open, and before you know it, that little $2 bag of popcorn is now costing you $1,000 for a crown or something. So don't do it. Okay, so the next one would be on the same note is don't chew ice cubes. Now, most refrigerators and most places you can get the crushed ice. It's already in little pieces. Probably a little less dangerous for the crushed ice. It's almost soft and pliable when it comes out crushed. But the full-size ice cubes that are super hard, you're just asking for trouble. All right, another one. And by the way, we're up to 14 suggestions we've given. This will be our 14th. So let your dentist take the x-rays he or she feels are needed to properly diagnose your dental health. All right? Some people say or think because nothing hurts, that means they don't have anything wrong. And you would be so surprised if you could just look at a random sampling of the x-rays that we have in our office and that we take on a regular basis about all of the huge, huge problems that people have in their mouth that they are completely unaware of. You can't be aware of something you're unaware of, right? And so once we make you aware of it, then hopefully you'll take our advice and you'll get things fixed. So just today's Sunday. Friday, I had a new patient come in, and he has an abscess on his lower left molar. It has a big silver filling. He doesn't know he has an abscess, or didn't know. Why? Because it's not hurting him yet. How do I know he has an abscess? Because the x-ray showed it to me. Okay? So, and luckily for him, he let me take the x-ray. He didn't ask me to use an x-ray from 3 years ago or a year ago, or an x-ray from another office that was overlapped to the point where we couldn't use it, because that happens a lot too. And okay, let your dentist take x-rays. Another would be avoid eating too much acidic food. Too many acidic foods. Okay, so if you like to suck on lemons, you have a lot of oranges and even tomatoes, right? Limes. Well, remember I said bacteria creates acid that eats at your tooth structure and causes cavities? Well, you don't need to wait for the bacteria to create the acid. You can just put the acid directly in your mouth by sucking on lemons and limes and oranges and tomatoes. So it's okay to eat those things, just don't go crazy with it. Don't eat them so much that you're actually eating away at your tooth on your own. Not good. Okay, so I'm looking at the clock, and it looks like we're probably pretty much out of time, and so not to run up against the hour, I'm going to go ahead and stop there, and what we'll probably do is we'll have a part 2 of this particular topic, because I have another, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more I could do. Just running out of time. So again, I want to wish everyone a happy Hanukkah. I want to wish everyone Merry Christmas coming up this week. And, Kwanzaa. Forgot about Kwanzaa. Yeah, the 26th. I knew this Thursday. So, everybody be safe out there traveling. I know that yesterday was a crazy travel day. It's so bad. It's so just awful when you hear of a case where somebody had a tragedy on a holiday weekend. You know, it's just worse. So every time there's a car accident or something or somebody's injured, it's a terrible thing. But on a holiday weekend, oh man, it just seems like everything would be magnified. So be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't drive distracted. And get home safe, okay? Enjoy your time with your family. And I think that is actually all of the time we have. So let's do the ending right there, producer. If you if you're just joining us. Oh, what am I saying? That's not it. Anyway, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and follow and go to my office Facebook page and like us. Remember, all past episodes complete with video are available at thereasonswesmile.com. Be sure to tune in next week and every week right here on your favorite station. Goodbye.
This is Carly Red from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the hit show on VH1, urging you to tune in next week with my dentist, Dr. Kavitko.
If you're interested in learning more about this and other dental health topics, go to thereasonswesmile.com to access full episodes of Dr. Kavitko's show.
If you'd like Dr. Kavitko, the world's most interesting dentist, to speak at your next event, please call 614-262-9588. That's 614-262-9588.